Lisa Fry, the Catholic unschooler, homeschooler, all around schooler. So, hello everyone. Why am I in the car again? I'd be really good at probably owning a mobile home, you know what I mean? Instead of a big house. All right, so hello, and I would like to share with you, I just came out of the nutritionist, and it was awesome because I'm thinking I don't really have a lot to talk about, but we always do. So she helped me because she told me about an app called Lose It, and I had a really hard time, maneuvering through it all. So I was like really frustrated the last week because I really wanted to use it. It is so cool. Yes, there are times that you can pay, which, you know me, I am not going to do that. And it's super cheap. I mean, I guess it's like $20 a year, she was saying. But I found a way to you can use it up to a certain point for free. So I like it because you can, if you pay, it'll give you notifications. You can put up, so for me, I like to stop eating at a certain time for the most of the days. And so I can just put that on my phone, my alarm. It'll say ding, 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 and you're like, okay, that means I got to stop eating right now. And, but she was like talking about, because I had said to her, oh yeah, so I denied myself. And then she goes, I don't like that lingo. So she's just like trying to help me understand, we say such negative things about ourselves, and, using really negative words. So she wants me to, and it sounds really corny, but it is really true. So, rather than say deny, I can talk to myself as though I'm talking to a little kid saying, okay, I know you really want cashews right now, and it's like 8 o'clock at night. So you can have those, but let's wait till tomorrow. Let's give your body a rest on, just don't eat right now because we want your body to rest, So speak kind words, speak beautiful words to yourself, And I'm not big into, this whole meditation thing. And I meditate on the life of Christ through my rosary. But I did put on a woman who does all of that, and not to meditate with her, but I basically like to hear her talk about being in present time and, just more mindfulness. And it's true because this morning I put cream in my coffee and I did not measure it out. And at this point in my life, I need to, because I need to know how much of something that I am consuming. I need to know what normal looks like. What does one serving look like? A serving does not mean this, you know what I mean? Just pouring it right in. So as far as this coffee, yeah, I'm about halfway through, and I am not going to finish that because I don't want to consume all that fat. I mean, literally, it was saying that it took 100 calories just from the cream. I was like, you know what? I don't think so, because I was told that heavy cream won't break your fast if you're fasting, but that's if you're doing keto, right? And I'm not doing keto. I like listening to keto so I can get benefits from healthy ideas. So yeah, and it said I lost 2 pounds, so that was good. Okay, so we like it. That's good. I'll take it. Anyway, let's go home. Oh, before I go home, I want to tell you too, I don't know if any of my viewers out there have any problems with, all right, this sounds bizarre, but I'm going to share it with you because I did not know it was available. So if you ever struggle with, maybe when you cough, maybe when you bend over, maybe when you sneeze, maybe for no reason at all, whatever your case may be, that you find that urine is leaking. And this could also work for if number 2 area is also maybe not holding things in the way they ought to be. The muscles are weak. So they actually have a therapy for this, okay? Yes, I was finding myself, I'm going to be vulnerable with you, but I was finding myself in my later years all of a sudden having some, we'll call it leakage, right? So So it could be anything. I could just be sitting and all of a sudden, so then, so I have to be really careful. And I'm like, what is this all about? What is it? What's happening? She's saying things could, just be weak, as far as muscles and if you're not using them. And so if in my water, I put lemon, and I said, could lemon be an irritant? Cause she was talking about irritants, excuse me. And she said, yes. And I said, she goes, coffee could be an irritant. So she actually has me, there's an actual therapy for that. And I think it's so important. And so, I'm willing to embarrass myself by telling you guys. But this here is a vlog. And so this here is a log of like how much food, what type of food, and fluid intake. Just, like how badly do you have to go to the bathroom right now? And she's talking about that you can actually train your bladder. I said, so your bladder is basically like a little kid. And she goes, yes. And you have to tell it when to go to the bathroom. So, it's like, when you're out and you know that you're very close to a bathroom and you're like, oh my gosh, and you have to go more fast, more and more and more, the urge becomes more. The closer you get, or maybe you're like driving to your house, you're like, oh my gosh, it can go for number 2 as well. So you have to tell your body when you're going to go to the bathroom, and make habits for yourself. And so I'm going to vlog with coffee one day, with my normal drinks that I drink. I'm going to vlog all that. When you urinate, how bad you have to go, how much do you go, how long do you go, is it a couple of seconds, is it a lot, so anyway, so we're going to track all of this, and it's really important. So I'm willing to tell you all about this with myself so that you can get help. And I said to her, is this like, really, do you really get healed from this? Or is like, she goes, sometimes you have to go to the doctor and then talk about it further, but usually yes. So we have to keep on paying attention to our health and improve it constantly. All right, let's go home. Okay, we're home now. When I say we, it's you too. So I have been decluttering my kitchen. It's awesome. Not so much getting rid of stuff, but keeping on top of it. Look, I just love it. It's just so simple, and I don't know, everybody enjoys being in here, I love my little area over here. Say hello to my friends. Yep, keeping things just not cluttery. I'm gonna put the pumpkin, I should do that today, for the squirrels. Get it out, it's over. Mr. Kitty, what are you doing, honey? You okay? All right, so I'm really excited, just keeping things off things and decluttering the refrigerator. And look, and I even have space for a little Christmas tree. I do love it here, but I think my son might want that. And there's Mr. Fry in the corner. Yep. Little sign to remind everyone. And then for Advent, instead of having the big candle, now that I have a cat, and I always get kind of nervous anyway, because this is not very deep, I just put one of these little candles in there like that. You see? Pretty good, right? Let me show you the living room. This is what I'm going to work on for the next 3 hours. All right? Because I got my tree up, the rest of it is just a horror show, like, really. Let me put the tree on. So I keep the stool over there. I made a little spot so the Mister can still feel like he is in the tree. The other day, I could not find his collar. And I'm like, where did you put it? Because it's one of those breakaway ones in case it gets stuck on something. Instead of hanging himself, he can, and it'll just break away. So I didn't know where it was, and I was doing the tree. He knocks all the things off the tree, by the way. He loves this one with a little bell inside. Yeah, I found it in the middle. It's like over here somewhere. I found it in the middle over here somewhere. So yeah, do you think? So what do you think? This is the star. Mr. Fry, my late husband, picked it out, and he loved the star. And he also loved candy canes on the tree. So I got to find those, put them up. We're not going to eat them necessarily. Somebody wants to come over and eat it, sure. I just don't, I don't eat sugar anymore. So I know there's a lot of stuff on it, right? But it's kind of like being in the North Pole. It's fun. And I suggest that you put like twinkling lights, kind of like not straight down, but kind of like in the middle-ish, right? Blinking. So it looks like a little magical and mystical. And I got these cute little, I got the regular lights all around. And then I found these. And I also love the big bulbs because that's what I grew up with, except they were like ready to start a fire when I was little. And I actually very much love this tinsel. It looks so hideous by itself, and I was ready to throw it out. And I said, let me try to put it on the tree. It is rocking, and I think I'm going to do it right now. The thing is that Sarah does not like it, so she takes it off when we have company, and I'm like, why? It's so beautiful. Let me show you, actually, because it really brings me a ton of joy. The Mister loves that tinsel, doesn't he? The garland, not tinsel. Do you remember tinsel? I love tinsel. Okay, so here it is. It's not exactly, I have to fix it over here a little bit, but I love it. It reminds me, I guess, of something like the Grinch would be. This would be on his show somewhere in Whoville. I love it. I do. It brings so much joy. Like it completes. It's like the biggest candy cane wrapping you could do. Somebody gave it to me. They didn't want it anymore. And literally, I don't know. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to fix it up. But yeah, that's just a quick thing. Yeah, look, everything's on the ground because of the cat. He loves it. Right, Mister? Hey, look at him. He tries to go in the tree. What are you doing? Mister. Oh, boy. He's excited. Here, watch. Watch him get all excited. Here, look. Here, come on. He loves it. Oh. See, he's got the little bell inside. Go ahead. You do it. Go ahead. So this was the star that one of the kids drew when they were little, and Mr. Fry used to take it and he would hold it up because we have a whole thing that we do for when the three wise men come, right? It's called the Epiphany. And I put Christ the King up there, a little crown. And I love this. Look at this. This was made by somebody a long time ago. So that's his seat. And of course this here, I love my tree. Mister, get it. Get it, Mr. Kitty, get it. Oh, get it, Mr. Kitty, get it, get it. Yeah, you don't need cat toys. You just don't. Just make sure things aren't small enough that they could kill themselves. But, you know, things like this, they love it. Get it, Mr. Kitty, get it. That's his crinkle bag thing. Get it, Mr. Kitty. Loves it. Love it, right, Mister? Do you love it? Oh, he's wild about it. Yeah, and I like to put these little wrapping things around, you know, kind of gives it a little bit of, like a ribbon is going around the tree. I love it. All right, let me show you the rest of this room. It's like a horror show. Okay, ready? So this has to go in the basement because that's all the fall stuff. My son leaves things on the floor. Look at, this is stuff that was downstairs. It used to be up in the attic. I can't do it anymore. So I put it here so maybe I can downsize, hopefully. Wait till you see the pretty wreaths I put on the windows on the outside. So nice. But yeah, no. You like that? Yeah, no. Everything is just such a disastrous mess in here. I cannot take it. So I spent 6 hours on my kitchen yesterday or the day before, I mean. And now this thing needs, look at it. I feel like I live in a garage sale. It's awful right now. But that's what happens, right? When you're making the transition of things. Mr. Kitty, what are you, oh, you playing with the bulb? You love it? Oh, hopefully he doesn't eat it, right? Oh, how cute. Oh, the mister. You like that? Oh, how cute. You like the lights? Lights, Mr. Kitty. Lights. Oh. Lights, Mr. Kitty. Lights. You're so cute. You're so cute. All right, wish me luck. I have one of those little acorn, I don't know what it's called, acorn squash, I think. So good. So we're paying attention to my log. Yep, I'm filling it in starting right now. Today is like a normal day. This is where I don't make any changes. unless I'm doing it for dietary and emotional eating purposes. So, cheers. Oh, do I hurt you when I do that? I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Stephen and his father used to always make that noise when they drank. Watch, ready? They did it all the time, but I love it because it reminds me of them. All right, so, oh yeah, I need to eat. I haven't done that, unless I don't know what to do for us to eat. Because I do like waiting. I don't know, I could use a nice salad right now, some greens, you know? A lot of times people might eat salad because they think like, you know, weight-wise, that would probably be the better option, but I say don't look at it that way. I say look at eating a salad as though it's packed with all of the magnesium, the potassium, and all those ism kind of words. According to Dr. Berg, that's what he has informed us all of, and so I just love it. And I'm gonna keep track on my Lose It app. I hope you don't mind me dancing at the same time as I talk to you. So I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. All right, so Mr. Fry used to always take avocados because he'd get them free from his work. And then he would put lemon juice, red pepper flakes, salt, and pepper. And my friend from El Salvador, which sometimes I do myself, is I just put pepper on it. She just doesn't put anything. She says you got to appreciate the actual fruit. And it's a fruit because it has a seed. Yes, it does. Okay, we assume that everything that's green is a vegetable, and it's not. This is a very, 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 very healthy fat. And here is that, I just shoved it in. Hopefully, it smells like it's done. But I gotta do this with one hand. Can I do it? This stuff is like a dream, okay? And I really, really, really gotta try not to add butter to it. I mean, I can if I have the amount of calories I need for the day. I've been not vlogging. Hello, everything's vlogging to me. I have been, hold on, I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, I guess I let it sit around too much. This is just despicable. I'm gonna show you something really gross, okay? It's too bad. I'm really looking forward to it. Look. It went bad, and I wasted all that time cooking. Oh, man. That's a shame. So I like this app because I know everything's about logging right now. Like with the whole, it's called pelvic floor therapy. Didn't even know that existed. So if you, like I said before, have any issues at all with number 1 or number 2, where you're having problems keeping it where it's supposed to be until you get to the proper facility, that's available. Didn't know it. Insurance can cover it. Okay, so everything's logging right now just to be educated. I've never been one to really like counting calories and this, that, and the other thing. But what I like about the Lose It app, I could not navigate it by myself. I needed to go to my nutritionist when it was time. Yes, you can look up YouTube videos, which I was doing and then I didn't finish. But what's awesome is that, so say you find yourself eating the same types of foods, you know, the majority of your life, you can actually put in. So I just put in, I usually have the cabbage with my salad. So I'm just putting in maybe like, what is this, a half a cup? Right? I'm just doing all this measuring now, and it keeps it in the system for you. This is the one where you don't have to pay. All right. And then, so, you know, I used to put a lot of this stuff inside of my salads, you know, because the serving size does say it's a lot bigger than what I am doing. I'm just allowing myself just a tablespoon. And then I calculate all that, and it keeps it in the Lose It app. I am not promoting Lose It, like for the sake of them. I'm doing it for the sake of you. And my stepmother always bought this for me, and I've had it around and around and around, and I don't really ever liked it. You start actually craving it. Dr. Berg loves, who is the ketogenic guy. He's also a chiropractor. Did you know that? And he's a Scientologist. Did you know that? All right, so excellent B vitamins in here. And so if you don't want to eat meat or whatever, you can get them here. So I love to sprinkle that on it too, but I didn't weigh, did I weigh that? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. So measure it, you know, and then so it keeps everything inside and they'll lose it out for you. It's just awesome. So then you go back in and you say, you know, you could do one whole salad as a whole, but sometimes I might run out of a product. So I just kept them individually. So when I go in, I could say for breakfast, yes, I had my lettuce, I had this, and it tells you the amounts, you know, and it's already in there, so you don't have to keep doing it, which I really like. Bing, bang, boom, they say where I come from, you know?